Hello, I'm Jonasz Rewiński and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. Russian forces attacked Ukraine using more than 200 drones overnight into Tuesday, according to Ukrainian military officials, who reported drone impacts at 15 locations across the country. One of the attacks targeted Kharkiv, where 6 people were wounded and 1 person was killed. Ukraine's State Emergency Service said residential buildings and vehicles were damaged in the strike. In the Dnipro region, 2 more people were wounded in overnight attacks. Local authorities said Russian forces targeted the region more than 20 times during the night. Further south, officials in the Odessa area reported a large-scale drone attack on the southern part of the region. According to local authorities, 1 drone struck a warehouse building, damaging the roof and windows. In Kherson, a drone strike wounded a man who suffered blast wounds and was taken to the hospital by police officers. Meanwhile, Russia's defense ministry claimed that 315 Ukrainian drones had been intercepted overnight. The governor of the Yaroslavl region reported what he described as a massive drone attack on the area, saying an industrial facility had been hit. According to preliminary information, no casualties were reported. Ukrainian monitoring channels claim the target was an oil refinery. Now, on the front line, Russian military officials announced the alleged capture of settlements near Kupiansk, claims that Ukrainian analysts say were supported by doctored footage. During a visit to a command post, Russian Chief of the General Staff, Valery Gerasimov, claimed Russian forces had, and I quote, liberated the settlements of Kutkivka and Borova. However, according to Ukrainian open-source intelligence project Deep State, Kutkivka remains fully under Ukrainian control and is located more than 2 kilometers from the current line of engagement. As for Borova, analysts say Russian forces not only failed to capture the settlement, but did not even maintain a stable presence there. Ukrainian military observers have also rejected Gerasimov's statements, arguing that Russian field commanders are increasingly reporting inaccurate battlefield results to senior leadership. According to analysts, this contributes to flawed operational decisions and may ultimately work in Ukraine's favor. Ukrainian aerial reconnaissance units have released unique footage, marking a new phase in the ongoing technological race between Russia and Ukraine, specifically in the ever-important field of drone warfare. The footage you're about to see isn't about suicide drones or even UAVs dropping bombs on targets from above. This time it's something we haven't really seen before. Heavy Ukrainian FP2 unmanned platforms firing precision strikes at Russian positions. With unguided air-to-ground rockets added to their arsenal, this development effectively transforms an ordinary drone into a fully-fledged attack aircraft, capable of repeatedly terrorizing Russian troops from the air. Integrating rocket or missile systems onto tactical UAVs is a direct path to creating automated fire systems capable of covering entire sections of the front line without the need for heavy artillery. And even if the overall payload of the drone itself is limited, a smaller warhead in exchange for additional rockets carried still makes sense, as the drone can now suppress close-range air defenses guarding the intended target before making the final run. In modern warfare, danger doesn't always come with the loud whistling of artillery or the piercing screech of an FPV drone. Sometimes it is silent, motionless, and lies in wait for hours. The danger we're talking about is the Russian Zhdun drones, unmanned aerial vehicles that the occupiers remotely deploy or place along Ukrainian army routes in standby mode. Because Zhdun means literally the one who waits, and every Zhdun that is destroyed means a driver saved, ammunition delivered to the front lines on time, and a wounded comrade successfully evacuated. The battle in the air and on the roadsides never stops for a moment. Russian occupiers have posted online videos showing deliberate attacks by FPV drones on white United Nations SUVs that were carrying out a humanitarian mission in the Kherson region. Footage from Russian drones provides objective evidence that leaves no room for manipulation. The video clearly shows that the vehicles were moving through the city during daylight hours, and their sides were marked with large, highly visible letters spelling out UN. The Russians knew exactly who they were targeting. The Kremlin's forces are openly demonstrating that no flags, mandates, or humanitarian status can protect against their terror. These images should not be just another news item in the feed, but a rock-solid argument for tightening sanctions, designating Russia as a state sponsor of terrorism, and providing Ukraine with additional air defense and electronic warfare capabilities to protect both military personnel and those risking their lives to save civilians. And with this, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. Please stay with us here on TVP World for more latest news, updates and commentary.